Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour. This is the show where we talk about everything from comic books to Star Wars and everything in between. My name is Aidan, and I hope that you're doing well today. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Star Wars comic book, Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir, which was originally published by Marvel Comics in 2014. This is written by Jeremy Barlow with pencils by Juan Free Jerry. I apologize if I am mispronouncing that. Inked by Mauro Vargas, colors by Wes Zioba, lettering by Michael Heisler, and the cover art was drawn by Chris Skelf. Now, this is based on a unproduced series of episodes for Star Wars The Clone Wars. Now, if you're unfamiliar, the Walt Disney Company purchased Lucasfilm in 2012, and by 2014 they had canceled the Clone Wars TV show and labeled the previous comic books and novels as Legends continuity, which is its own separate non-canon thing. Whereas before, when George Lucas was the owner of his creation, he had relegated the expanded universe as canon to an extent, because there were still contradictions, but for the most part, those novels and comics were canon. But this comic, as I said, is based on unproduced episodes of the Clone Wars because it was canceled after season 5. So 2012 they cancel it. 2014 they release the 6th season on Netflix, and then several years later, when Disney had launched their website Disney Plus, they released the 7th season because they had produced a lot of episodes that had either not been released or were just scrapped or were unfinished. So this series follows Darth Maul following his defeat by his former master Darth Sidious in their duel in the season 5 finale, or was it the penultimate episode? I forget, but please correct me in the comments section. And while you're down there, please suggest any future videos you would like me to make, or just leave any constructive criticisms. And while you're down there, if you enjoy this video, then please click the like button. If you don't, then I apologize, but you can hit the dislike button. And if you're new to my show and want to check out more Star Wars related videos, please subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos, and share this with your friends if they're interested in this sort of content. But following his defeat on Mandalore, Darth Maul is held as a prisoner in a secret prison on the planet Stygion, where he's being tortured by his former master and his new apprentice, Darth Tyrannus, aka Count Dooku. And this is all because Maul had built up a criminal empire, and he wanted to work with his former master, but Sidious was like, no, you're useless to me now, so I'm gonna kill your brother, defeat you, and take you to my secret prison and torture you.
I used your training, Master, and I have built all this in hopes of returning to your side.
How unfortunate that you are attempting to deceive me.
Master?
You have become a rival!
And we do get some flashbacks to when Maul was taken in by Sidious and how he trained him, and it's very cool to see that because there were novels and comics that delved into Darth Maul's backstory before, but I hadn't read those, so seeing it was in this comic was very cool for me personally. And I think that the art is absolutely fabulous. It evokes the animation style of the Clone Wars while still keeping the actors' likenesses from the films. And when it's, rendering the machinery, like the battle droids, or rendering, the architecture, it looks very, very cool. I am not an artist myself, but if I could draw stuff like this, I would do that all the time. And as an aspiring writer, and as someone who has attended college for writing, I have to say that the story here is very well put together, and it is absolutely well worth the read. And getting into getting back to the review here, excuse me. So Maul escapes with the help of his Mandalorian lackeys, and they have a brief battle with General Grievous and his guard droids, and they cut through the battle droids. Then they get back to one of Maul's allies, the Pikes, which is a crime syndicate that he recruited along with some others to be part of his criminal empire. So he's hanging out with the Pikes, planning their retribution on the Dark Lord of the Sith. And he's like, okay, so if I can't rejoin my master, I will kill him, and I will kill Tyrannus. And because Maul was always privy to Sidious's plans, so he was like, I will enact the first galactic empire and be its emperor, and you guys will all be my top lieutenants, and you'll get, governance and money and all that. You'll get the power you want and the wealth you crave if you help me. And so they wage battle against the forces of the Sith, and that's basically the entire story. It's 4 issues, and the final battle is on Maul's home planet Dathomir, and Sidious murders Maul's mother, Talzin, as retribution for all of the stuff that Maul did. And that really breaks Maul, because he's already lost his brother, now his mother was murdered by the same man who raised him and abused him. So that's all, very traumatic. But that's not to excuse the evil that Maul does. I'm just saying I understand why he's in this situation and why he does what he does. But yeah, it's just great. And Anakin and Obi-Wan are sent by Mace Windu, because Mace Windu talked to Chancellor Palpatine, aka Darth Sidious, but they don't know that at this point. Spoilers for the Star Wars films, but if you haven't seen them at this point, what's the point? They've been around since 1977. It's 2026, man. But Anakin and Obi-Wan are dispatched to take care of Maul, and they put up a really, really good fight, but Maul escapes. And Aayla Secura, who's a Jedi Master, comes to back them up when they need it, along with Mace Windu. So we get to see them fighting Darth Maul and Darth Tyrannus, so that's really cool. And I forget the name of this lady, but she gets stabbed by Dooku in the chest. In the belly. It's very grotesque, because it's a laser sword, so it cuts right through you, but it cauterizes the wound, so it's like, ugh. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being horrible and 10 being amazing, I would have to give this story a 10 out of 10. It is, like I said, very well written, and I really like the art. The colors really pop. Even the lettering is cool, because it has different lettering for different characters speaking, and whether they're there in person or whether they're in the hologram voice call. So that's really cool. And the line work for the inking is also very good. And then we get some backup tales of Star Wars tales as backups. That's really cool. Then we get some covers for the various different Darth Maul series, published by Marvel, published by Dark Horse back in the day. So it's very, very cool. And you get some promotional photographs that they had made, set out, that they had taken for the Phantom Menace. So we get a lot of cool bonus material. And yeah, that's all I've got for you today on this video for the National Timely Action Hour. Once again, my name is Aiden, and I sincerely hope that you all have a wonderful day. And in the description of this video, I'll leave a link to my podcast, so if you'd like to listen to me discuss the same topics but don't have time to watch a full video, please consider subscribing there and sharing that with your friends if they're interested in this sort of content. And I'll also leave links to my social media profiles, so if you'd like to send me a message or just stay up to date on my channel, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and Discord. And I'll also leave links to my merch store and Patreon page, so if you'd like to support this show financially, I would greatly appreciate that. And have a wonderful day. Bye.